Welcome guys. So as you can see on my previous video, we talked about this scenario, how the price of Bitcoin might be possibly hitting, and you can see right now guys, after reaching the upper line area, it did play a very important role, because I told you on my previous video that possibility of price reversal might be very likely, and I also showed you with this particular example how the price of Bitcoin might be heading. And you can see here guys, we are seeing this similar price structure and this move before price getting a pullback. And why I'm expecting this pullback, let me show you that in a smaller time frame. So if we switch this time frame from daily to 4-hour time frame and look at this price structure inside this area right now, here you can say, hey, we might see another ascending channel inside this area. So according to this analysis right now, if you look at this price structure guys, you will also see the price of Bitcoin is actually following this ascending channel, and according to this ascending channel, the price has already reached the upper line area, which actually played as a resistance line, and you can see that here right here exactly, which acted as a resistance, and now also this lower line actually acted as a support. So in this case right now, looking at this in a 4-hour time frame, you can see this rejection after reaching the upper line area is actually pointing out, even if we see some sort of a pullback to the upside, there is always a chance to come across this lower line area of this ascending channel. Also, if you would look at the same scenario with different perspective guys, no problem, because right now if you look at this price structure where we are, this is also looking like an ascending broadening wedge, and this ascending broadening wedge is also pointing out that now the price has actually failed to cross above this, and now this is also a sign that there might be a possibility of a pullback. And also one thing guys, one very important thing, if you also look at this with the help of this XABCD pattern, this is actually also pointing out that hey, possibility of reversal is very likely here, because if you're aware of this pattern here guys, this is actually harmonic pattern, and now this harmonic pattern is also showing some sort of a pullback after reaching the leg D area. And now one important thing guys, one very important thing I want to show to you in today's video, the monthly CPR for November has been placed. So if we switch this time frame and look at the November CPR guys, you will be amazed right now, because the monthly pivot, you can see here, this is the monthly pivot, you can see this here is a virgin monthly CPR. So what does this actually indicate? The price has a very high probability to get gravitated towards the virgin CPR. You can see the price is clearly above the CPR line without any touches. So what happens in this case? The price actually gets gravitated towards the monthly CPR area. And also one very important scenario guys, what I also want to show to you is this here. If we go through this CPR with the help of this monthly pivots, right? So let me show you this one here. We can only see right now the monthly CPR for each month, right? You can see the monthly CPR line, and this line is going to stay here until the end of this November month. So this line is exactly going to be here until end of November guys. So this is right now indicating, hey, this is not a narrow CPR, right? This line here is not like this here. And what happens if you see this kind of price structure? That is an indication, hey, this month here is not going to be that much volatile month. We know US election is nearing up, stock market is also showing some sort of a reversal, and what to expect for Bitcoin? I would say this price movement here. Why? Because you can see here exactly here we also didn't have a narrow CPR like this one or this one, right? More probably going in a sideways direction. And look at this guys, this is also panning out exactly like this example here. And right now, according to this example, there is a possibility of price to test the monthly CPR line before continue its journey. And if we look to the upside guys, actually very good news is that the monthly is also going to be here until the end of this November month. And to the downside, this support line here is also going to be until the end of this November month. So what I'm actually trying to show you here with the help of this arrow one, the resistance line and the support line, is that the price in a monthly CPR has always touched either the R1 or the S1. So in this case, you can see here the price always tested the R1 area. So you can see here R1 got reached here except in September. So you can see when the price failed to touch the R1 area, what happened? It touched the S1 of monthly CPR. So what is this actually indicating us right now? Because we know exactly now guys that the R1 is at 15,100 price level, and the support is at 11,500 area. So now you can see exactly if the price is going to continue, then this here is our target area for this month, which is at 15,100 area. So if the price fails to touch this, then there is also a very high probability of price coming to lower area, which is around 11,400, 11,500 area, because you know, if the price doesn't touch the R1, there is more likely scenario that it's going to touch the S1 support area of this monthly CPR. So right now, as you can see guys, this scenario in a whole is actually pointing out that hey, the monthly CPR has been placed, so the target here is going to be 15,100 area. Support here is at around 11,400, 11,500 area, and right now the CPR are exactly here, and this is going to be here until the end of this month. So this is also indicating, hey, if we see any sort of like pullback, right, any sort of a pullback, we know this monthly CPI is going to act as a very strong support. And if we get any sort of like bounce, guys, you know exactly where we are looking at. So right now monthly CPI is also a virgin CPR, so there is also a possibility of price getting pulled back around the monthly CPR. So this is what I see right now. And if you look at this scenario, not with the help of the CPR, guys, right, let's ignore the CPR and look at this price structure in a whole. If we go and look this here in a daily time frame, or let's switch it to weekly time frame, right? So in a weekly time frame, you can see this is actually pointing out that hey, if we would use this arc here, this could be a cup and handle pattern, because this here is pointing out that if we are following this cup pattern, right, there is something missing, and that is the handle. So handle in this case, we don't know if we are seeing some sort of a pullback or not, but if we are going to see some sort of pullback according to the monthly CPR, the support is at 11,400 to 11,500 area. So around this area we have the monthly S1, and that is a very strong support in worst case scenario right now, right? But to the upside, if this is going to continue before seeing some sort of reversal, because right now we can already see this previous high from 2019, the price has clearly broken above it, but still, right, this is the strongest. Or if you look at this in a monthly time frame, guys, this is also one very good example to show to you, because this here is the second highest monthly candle close in the history of Bitcoin. So this is also a very bullish news. I'm actually saying you that because right now you can see this is actually a very massive monthly candle. So if you see any sort of a pullback, it is nothing to worry about, because you know guys, here you can also see the way we are moving, right? This here, and look at all the peak and all the bottom area. So this here was the previous high, right? Higher highs, higher lows, continuation pattern. But here we have lower highs, but still managed to make higher lows. And right now this here is new high, guys, higher highs compared to this one, right? And if we get a pullback, we still could be in a higher low scenario, right? So this is actually indicating it is higher highs and higher lows continuation pattern. So in a bigger scale, Bitcoin does look very bullish, guys. So I will also show you with this very interesting example. So guys, now if we look at this price structure here, this is Bitcoin USD in a weekly time frame, and according to this analysis, this here is descending broadening wedge, and you can see here how the price has been moving inside this ascending channel. So since we have already reached the ascending channel, we did saw some sort of a rejection after reaching the upper line area, and I've already showed you guys, right? This is in a weekly time frame, but still what I'm actually saying you right now here is that even if we see some sort of a pump to the upside, guys, we always have to be careful, because that could be a stop on actually liquidating all the shorts and then getting a pullback. And why this pullback is necessary and why it is also very healthy for Bitcoin is because if we look at this price movement here of Bitcoin, right, this is actually showing us that hey, if we go through this all previous high and previous rejection areas, you can see this here was a rejection, right? Rejection all the way until the same rejection line actually played a support, and that actually gave us a confirmation that hey, now that is a confirmed support of previous resistance line. After that, you can see what happened with price action of Bitcoin. Boom, we had this massive run to the upside. So now if we look at this price structure where we are right now, guys, we could be expecting similar price movement. So in this case, if I take another line here, right, to show you guys why it is important to test the previous high, previous like support and resistance areas, because now you can see resistance, right, all the time resistance. And now what we could actually expect, even if we get a pullback, this here is one hell of a support for Bitcoin, and which is also around 12,000. And I showed you with the S1 area, right, the worst case scenario the price could go is 11,400, 11,500 area. So in this case, if we make it like this here, right guys, so we know the monthly S1 is around this 11,500, 11,400 area. That is a very strong support, and also this previous resistance is going to be a very strong support. That's why I'm actually showing you this. Even if we are seeing some sort of a pullback in price action of Bitcoin, look things into bigger perspective, because you know, right now maybe I would go for swing trading rather than day trading, because right now the market looks very like uncertain what's going to happen next. You know that, and you can see that how the price is also moving, right? So guys, according to this analysis, guys, you can see higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, higher lows, but now it is higher highs and higher lows continuation pattern. So this is actually also very bullish, and according to this analysis, our target is around this 16,000 area, because I showed you with my previous example why I'm actually looking around this 15,000, 16,000 area, because that is going to be our bearish Gatling pattern. And according to this bearish Gatling pattern, the leg D is also going to be around 16,000 area, right? So but according to this descending broadening wedge, the target would be around this 19,666. That's the highest of 2017 according to this Bitcoin USD chart from Bitstamp. So guys, this is what I see right now for Bitcoin. Be careful, don't over leverage, and here play with proper position sizing and risk management. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to share with you into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, smash the like button, and also if you're watching this for the first time, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing off. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.